And the Bac-o bits in the oven really, the flavor has exploded. What's a quick and easy seafood sandwich I can serve up for guests? Betty Crocker's answer, shrimp towers. I'm Melinda and I'm cooking my way through Betty Crocker's 1971 recipe card library. Today we are making shrimp towers, which is from the Ways with Shrimp card, section S, Hurry Up Main Dishes, card number 18. Shrimp towers was just very intriguing to me. I saw these upside down hamburger buns. I saw this like kind of ooey gooey melty cheese over shrimp. I was like, I've never heard of that combination before. And then when I saw that it was also kind of garnished with Bac-os product, I was hooked. Now, Betty Crocker Bac-os bits have been discontinued, but they still make other brands of bacon bits. So I'm excited to give it a try. I don't know how the shrimp and bacon combination is gonna be, but I can't wait to find out. So let's get started. I think this recipe is gonna be quick and easy. It's a hurry up main dish after all. All we have to do is assemble a few ingredients here. The recipe calls for hamburger buns split and toasted. So I have some Martin's potato roll buns. Those are my favorite. Got them nice and toasted here. And now we are going to spread the cut side of the buns with some butter. Easy peasy. This whole concoction seems suspicious to me. I've never had shrimp with tomatoes and cheese and bacon, but it might be good. You never know. You never know what Betty's tricks will ultimately provide. I also like that these are called shrimp towers when they're not very towering. It's one layer of everything. I would imagine a tower would be like more like multiple layers of things. Very little instruction on this card. The next step, top each bun half with remaining ingredients in order listed. So I assume that means that next is the tomatoes, which I can see here on the bottom in the photo. So we're gonna add a slice of tomato to each bun. Then it calls for cleaned cooked shrimp. So I have some cleaned cooked shrimp here. I can't tell from the photo how many shrimp are on each sandwich, but I estimated 3. Which I think calculates out, the recipe card says you need 32 total, which is for 8 sandwiches, and I'm only making 4 sandwiches. So I think that calculates to 3 per sandwich plus 1 for decoration. Now I think we put the cheese on top. Great, yummy. Sure. I have some extra sharp sliced cheddar. I'm very excited that this recipe calls for cheddar and not American. We all know how I feel on this channel about American cheese. That would have probably like done me over. I don't think I could have eaten this. It's already so weird. To then force American cheese upon me would have been disastrous. Make room, make room. I mean, it just says 8 slices processed cheddar cheese. She was still trying to get me to use craftsicles. Then I assume, well, this is interesting. The Bac-os product was actually listed before the cheese, but you can see from the photo that the bacon is on top. Should I have put some below and some above and below? Maybe I'll do that just for funsies. Okay, they all fell off. Some above, some below. The Bac-os are the star here. And I don't think putting them on top right now is gonna do anything. Yeah, I'm gonna try a little bit more of those on top after the cheese melts. I'm gonna put this under the broiler for, it says, I think 6 to 8 minutes. No, wrong. It says broil 5 to 6 inches from the heat for 2 to 3 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then we'll come back and we'll top them with more Bac-os and more shrimp. Looking for the smoky and sizzling flavor of bacon without the splattering mess? In the time it takes to open a jar, you can have perfectly crumbled bacon bits with General Mills Bac-os. Thanks to this revolutionary mid-century food product, baked potatoes and wedge salads were forever changed. In 1959, General Mills began spending around $3 million a year to turn soybeans into a variety of imitation meat products. Beef, chicken, ham, and sausage, but the first to hit the supermarkets was Bac-o bits, meant to replicate the taste and texture of real bacon. They were made from a soy flour dough mixed with oil, salt, sugar, and flavorings that gave it a smoky flavor and caramel color. The dough was cooked, stretched, and extruded in a process similar to making cereal, which gave them their crisp, signature texture. But why was there interest in faux meat made from soy? Well, manufacturers saw this as a revolution in consumer products. In the 60s, they saw soy as the food of the future. These meat products could be the ultimate convenience. No preparation required and no need to refrigerate even after opening. General Mills used Betty Crocker as a familiar face to promote this new product, with advertising claiming that Bac-os would do wonderful things for sauces, dips, vegetables, and soups, and pushing it as a pleasant crunch in salads. It turns out that imitation meats did eventually become mainstream, now with Impossible Burgers on most restaurant menus today, but Betty Crocker's Bac-o bits did not survive. They were discontinued in 2016, perhaps because of the highly processed ingredients, saturated fats, or excessive salts that just turned off consumers, or they just fell out of popularity and became less profitable. But the competitor, McCormick's bacon bits, are still for sale today and perfect for topping our towers. Okay, after just a few minutes in the oven, the cheese melted quite nicely over the shrimp. You can really start to see the outline of the shrimp in a way that's interesting and not really what was happening on the card, but I don't hate it. And the Bac-o bits in the oven really, the flavor has exploded. The whole kitchen smells like bacon. It's kind of crazy. I feel like maybe I'll put a little bit more on, but it was a good idea for me to put some on in the oven because I think cooking it kind of released a lot of bacon flavor. Wow, fascinating. Okay, and then something I noticed was that they had an extra shrimp kind of toothpicked into the center. So I have some toothpicks here, some little tropical sword toothpicks, and I'm gonna toothpick another shrimp in, like that, I guess. I guess that's what gives it the shrimp tower, kind of the final shrimp at the top. All right, I guess let's give these a taste. Time to taste. I'm nervous. I don't really want to taste this one. Okay, I just think the combination of like shrimp, tomato, and cheese is gonna be really weird. I don't know. The fake bacon. Okay, here we go. The fake bacon is so prominent. It's truly like all I can taste is the cheese and the fake bacon, which is not bad. Yeah, weird. I mean, the bacon bit flavor is just so prominent, like it's just so overpowering because it's like so intense. Whereas the shrimp is like very understated, the cheese is understated, the tomatoes understated, like everything else is like kind of nothing. I don't know. I also just don't like this weird in-between of the warm shrimp. Like it's warm from being broiled, but not like warm enough to be like shrimp scampi, like warm and buttery. I will say that this is a very buttery dish. By buttering these potato buns, and the way that the melted cheese has kind of excreted oil too, just means that my hands are really oily. Yeah, it's like, I don't like shrimp that's not ice cold or intentionally very hot. This weird in-between shrimp is weird to me. We love bacon bits though, yummy. Yummy little weird soy morsels. What a weird one. I love getting to play around with the bacon bits. That was my favorite part. There's a lot that can be done with that, as we learned. And they really like provide a lot of flavor. So love the bacon bits, hate everything else about this. Yeah, warm melted cheese on shrimp, no. Not for me, not for me. Sorry. Just kind of weird. So I think I'm gonna give it 1 out of 5 red spoons. Back in my box. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, Betty has done other things with towering shrimp before, so check out Jiffy Shrimp and Patty Shells next. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and until next time, happy homemaking.